Yeah, fight fan, that's funny you bring those things up. Number one, Larry Holmes made it out of boxing okay because he was very disciplined. He put a lot of his money into real estate around where he lived. And although he had a relationship with Don King or a business relationship, I don't think the two were ever very close like King was with Mike Tyson. As far as the fallout with King and Mike Tyson, yeah, okay, so Mike slapped King around and King stole like 300 million from him. So you tell me who's up on that scorecard. Lopez Barboza is over. First fight done in the trilogy tonight. I gotta tell you something. So Lopez always shows up when he's got a tough out. Barboza's an undefeated guy. I know he's just SoCal. El Monte had a couple fights in El Monte. Real tough Mexican barrio. That's where Barboza comes from. And Lopez made it look easy, just like he made beating Lomachenko easy. He made beating Josh Taylor look easy. I mean, the guy is an absolute talent when he's on. When he's off, he's not. A lot of people talk about training camps. They talk about exterior factors, this and that. Bottom line is styles mesh differently too, right? So some guys, Cambosis obviously, right? I know the training camp wasn't great. Bad style for Lopez. But, forget Cambosis for a second. He just put on two stinkers against journeymen or fringe contenders, right? And looked terrible. But then when he fights an undefeated fighter like Barboza, he stomps it out. So, very impressive, man. I'm happy for Lopez. A lot of personality. That's East Coast boxing personality. I grew up with it. The obnoxiousness, and people love it, man. That's why. He's got a lot of followers because he says obnoxious things. His dad says obnoxious things. They're absolutely crazy. It's awesome, man. I'd love to see him against Ryan, or why don't you give him a Rolly maybe after? Who cares? Either one, man. But he wants Brutinas supposedly. He wants Terrence Crawford. Maybe fighting the best fighters brings out the best in Lopez. And, ideally that happens with all of us. Doesn't always, right? Sometimes we fight a really good guy and all our skills go out the window. That does not happen with Teofimo. He's absolutely incredible. I enjoyed the fight and enjoy the rest of the card.